From sightings of strange forest humanoid creatures to unsettling captures of aliens, hiding in the bushes, and even some footage of powerful, ferocious bears in action. There's something deeply unsettling about seeing a creature that looks like it crawled out of a nightmare. And this video is a perfect example. This TikTok video, uploaded by a driver, shows something truly bizarre. In the shot, there are cars driving on the road, but the background is stolen by a long, writhing creature trying to squeeze its way through a hole in the wall. It looks vaguely eel-like, but the video only catches its body because its head is already inside when the filming starts. Whatever it is, it's definitely long and definitely not giving up on getting into that building. The comments on this one are wild. Some folks are convinced it's computer-generated imagery, while others are full-on alien believers. Honestly, I can't blame them. Let's be real. That thing looks like it belongs on another planet. Me? I'm leaning towards the unidentified weirdness explanation. But, hey, that's the beauty of the internet. There's room for all kinds of theories. While driving through a forest road or trail, our worst fear is probably a snake finding its way inside our car. Right? Well, this video takes that fear to a whole new level. This isn't some scene from a snake monster movie. It's actually a real capture. This video, captured by a tourist venturing through a forest, shows a truly terrifying sight. A massive snake wrapped around a truck. This gigantic serpent is coiled around the vehicle 3 times over, with its tail trailing behind it. But the most shocking part is the snake's head. It's the size of a whole car bonnet. Before you start freaking out, let me calm your nerves. This nightmarish scene is actually a fake. If you take a closer look at the snake's head, you'll see it definitely looks more like a statue than a living creature. This impressive visual display is from an amusement park in China, and it's a human-made artwork designed to lure visitors in. We have to give it up to the creators. They did an amazing job. Before doorbell security cameras, there was no way to know who was at your door, which was a major security concern. Ring cameras have definitely changed the game, but sometimes they capture things a little more.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
What was that? This video comes from a Ring doorbell camera in that detected some strange activity. The camera activates, and we see what looks like a long, glowing worm floating in the air. It seems to be made up of tiny, glowing particles with a larger one at the front. This thing floats around for a whole minute before the video cuts out. It definitely triggered the camera sensor, but it doesn't exactly look human. Confusing, right? But before we jump to conclusions, there might be a logical explanation. It could be a spider web dangling in front of the camera, with the glowing bits just reflecting the camera's flash. What do you think, ghost or spiderweb? Let me know in the comments below. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. This dad just installed a new nanny cam in his baby's crib. And let's just say the test run got a whole lot more interesting than he expected.
Let me check if I can get your face. Say hello, Liz. What the f?
In the video, the dad's adjusting the nanny cam settings, panning it around the crib. As he moves it towards his wife, he freaks out. There's a face peeking out from behind the door in the background. It disappears as soon as it sees the camera pointed at it. The husband is understandably freaked out and confused. He rushes to the baby's room, asking his wife who was behind the door. She has no idea what he's talking about. He even checks the bathroom, where the face seemed to be coming from, but finds nothing. Seriously terrifying. We all saw that head pop out the door, and it's caught right on camera. So what was it? A ghost? A prankster hiding? The possibilities are seriously scary. Our vehicles are made for driving on well-maintained roads, and even off-road vehicles are designed for handling rough terrain. But that doesn't stop some people from doing crazy things, like the driver in this video.
Yeah, right.
This video was recorded by an adventure enthusiast who decided to take their car for a spin through an Australian forest. In the video, we see them driving through thick brush, and you can hear the sound of branches and sticks snapping under the car. Suddenly, there's a loud crack, and the vehicle lurches to a stop. The driver pans the camera around, and that's when we see the damage. A huge branch has pierced the front of the car, narrowly missing the driver. It looks like they were just inches away from disaster. This is a scary reminder that cars are not meant for off-road. Sticking to well-maintained roads is the best way to avoid getting yourself into a dangerous situation. Family camping trips are supposed to be relaxing, right? But this next video will make you think twice about pitching a tent in the woods.
Come on, guys.
What's that, Dad?
Did you see that? This video was taken by a dad on a camping trip with his kids, and things took a creepy turn. In the video, the dad is filming his kids playing when his son spots something in the woods and asks what it is. The dad pans the camera over, and let's just say it's not your typical woodland creature. This isn't a deer or a raccoon. It's a bizarre humanoid figure. The creature jumps onto a tree in a flash and disappears from sight. Needless to say, the dad freaked out and got his kids out of there, slowing down the video and zooming in. You can see this thing is unlike anything we've seen before. It kind of resembles Bigfoot, but its proportions are way off. Those arms are crazy long, even longer than Bigfoot's. And the way it climbed that tree in one jump. Whatever this mysterious creature is, it's definitely put a damper on this dad's love for camping. And honestly, it's enough to make anyone a little nervous about venturing into the woods. Maybe stick to the campfire stories this time around. Environmental pollution is a serious threat to our planet, especially when it comes to our water sources. Have you ever seen a lake that's completely green? This video, recorded by a group of friends on a boat trip, shows a lake that looks anything but healthy. The water is completely green, and it doesn't look like there's any water there at all. The entire lake is covered in this green substance. But what exactly is it? The culprit is algae, a type of plant that has taken over the lake due to farm waste being released into the water. While algae can produce oxygen, which is beneficial for us, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. In the summer, lakes tend to develop zones that don't mix well. The upper layer, where the algae bloom is happening, is rich in oxygen, but below that layer, sunlight can't reach, which means there's no photosynthesis and everything dies. This decaying matter consumes oxygen, creating a dead zone for aquatic life. So, this green layer of water you see in the video is basically a death zone for all the creatures that live in the lake. It's a stark reminder of the impact pollution can have on our environment. We need to take steps to reduce pollution and protect our lakes and other waterways. Ask anyone who spends time outdoors, and they'll tell you the same thing. Bears are no joke. This video from Russia is a perfect example of why. This intense footage shows two vehicles and their passengers facing off against a seriously angry bear. In the video, we see something massive struggling underneath one of the cars. It takes a moment, but then it emerges. A giant bear, and it's not happy. The enraged bear unleashes its fury on the car, viciously attacking the tires. We see the terrifying strength of the beast as it completely rips one tire apart. It then sets its sights on the car, filming the whole thing, sending the passengers into a frenzy of scream. Faced with a charging bear, they have no choice but to back off and abandon the vehicle. The video ends here, but you can only imagine the adrenaline rush those people must have been feeling. This is a scary reminder of the raw power that bears possess. If you ever encounter a bear in the wild, the best thing to do is stay calm and follow proper safety guidelines. But let's be honest, seeing a giant ball of fur like that charging at you, yeah, staying calm might be easier said than done. We humans might get spooked by a stray cat. But when a bear is running scared, well, let's just say you better pay attention.
No, that means a bigger bear's here. Yup. Oh my f***ing god. That is huge.
This video was filmed by a driver chilling in a parking lot when they spot a bear on the move. In the video, the bear's hauling tail away from the car, and the driver starts chuckling, thinking it's scared of the vehicle. But then things take a turn. The bear suddenly swerves and runs right next to the car. The driver, now a little less cocky, explains on camera that a fleeing bear usually means one thing. A bigger, badder bear is on its tail, and wouldn't you know it, the driver is spot on. Out of the darkness emerges a giant, monstrous bear, hot on the smaller bear's heels. The scary part, this massive beast isn't even paying attention to the cameraman. It's laser focused on chasing the other bear down. This video is a chilling reminder that you never know what's lurking in the shadows, especially when it comes to giant, grumpy bears. Ants. Tiny creatures with a big reputation for organization, and this video is a perfect example of why.
There's like big protector ants, but if anything like touches it, they like attack and
Mind-blowing, right? This video was filmed by a homeowner who spotted a strange black line snaking out of a nearby sewer manhole. At first glance, it just looks like a thick, moving line. But zoom in and thousands of them are marching in a precise line, like a well-oiled machine. But here's the coolest part. Take a closer look at the center of the line. See that gap? There are smaller ants moving through it, almost like they're getting special treatment. Scientists believe this is how ants move their queen or precious cargo, like eggs, to a new location. It's like a living tunnel made entirely of ants. The cameraman even gives the ant line a little nudge with a stick, and guess what? Those ants swarmed in defense, acting like one giant organism. Pretty impressive for such tiny creatures. This video is a fascinating glimpse into the complex world of ants. They may be small, but their social skills and communication are truly amazing. Out at sea, you usually worry about bad weather, or maybe running into another boat. But this video from the Caspian Sea shows a much scarier possibility.
Whoa!
This video was filmed by a group of Russian fishermen who came face to face with something terrifying. The camera pans across the sky, and then you see a sharp, pointed object streaking past at low altitude, leaving a trail of flame. Another one follows right behind it. The fishermen are understandably speechless. What on earth is that? Those, my friends, are Russian cruise missiles flying at an incredibly low altitude. The scary part? They're way too close for comfort. Imagine being out there in your boat and having these things fly past. One wrong move, and it could have been a disaster. This video is a chilling reminder of the dangers that exist in the world, even out at sea. Let's hope these fishermen never have an experience like that again. Earth's full of mysteries, places that seem straight out of science fiction, and this video from Pakistan is a prime example. This footage was captured by a group of miners in Pakistan who stumbled upon a strange opening in the ground. The video shows them in a mountainous area, standing near a cavernous hole. One of the miners throws a piece of cloth into the opening, and they wait with anticipation. Suddenly, with a powerful burst of pressure, the cloth rockets back out like it was launched from a cannon. The force is so intense it even sends dust flying into the air. So, what's causing this? It could be trapped gas escaping from deep within the earth. But the weird part is how the cloth seems to trigger the pressure release. It's definitely got me scratching my head. If any of you have a clue what's going on here, hit me up in the comments. There are two sides to this coin: believers in extraterrestrial life and those who scoff at the idea. But this video from 2012 might offer some food for thought for both camps.
Yeah, there it is. Whoa, there it is. Oh, shit.
Did you see that? This video was captured by a homeowner's son who heard strange noises coming from the bushes at night. As he starts recording, you can clearly see something lurking behind the foliage. The cameraman zooms in, revealing a creature with a head eerily reminiscent of those alien photographs you see on the internet. Startled by the camera, the creature vanishes back into the bushes. The cameraman, understandably terrified, sprints towards his back door to investigate further. But as he reaches the door, it swings open on its own.
Holy shit!
Fear takes hold, and the video abruptly cuts out. That thing in the video certainly resembled an alien. All green, with a bizarrely shaped head and unusual eyes. What could its purpose be in stalking this random person in the dead of night? Well, that's the million-dollar question. This next clip features a wild truck accident, but trust me, it's not what you expect. The video takes place in Brazil and involves a helicopter attempting to take off from a roadside helipad. We see the helicopter parked on a U-turn with cars passing by in the background. As the helicopter preps for takeoff, a medical waste truck unexpectedly cuts the corner, trying to squeeze underneath the rotating blades. Talk about a miscalculation. The truck's height was clearly insufficient, and it collided with the blades, causing catastrophic damage to the helicopter. Thankfully, the pilot reacted quickly and managed to jump out just in time. This is some next-level accident footage. You won't believe it until you see it. But here's the good news. Miraculously, nobody sustained serious injuries, just some minor bumps and bruises. A bright, sunny day, a canvas of blue sky. Suddenly, something darts across the heavens, and then vanishes.
Bruh. Look, there's something flying through the air. What the fuck was that?
What is that? A dark shape, far too small for an airplane, zipping through the clouds. Could it be a bird, a drone, or something far more enigmatic? A flying human, or maybe, just maybe, a visitor from other world. It disappeared too quickly to be sure. This is fascinating. Think about the people filming. They must have seen it earlier, or why randomly shoot a video of clouds?
There's something flying through the air. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Their voices are filled with excitement and surprise. Are they hoping for an alien encounter? Does that mean this object is so strange, the only possible explanation is otherworldly? The thought of visitors from beyond our planet is thrilling. Let's just hope they're not the world-destroying kind from the Independence Day movies. I've seen some strange things, but this footage genuinely gives me the creeps. It's nighttime, security footage of what seems like a walled compound, with trees in the background. So far, so ordinary, but watch what emerges from the bottom right of the screen, racing along the wall. Can we even call them creatures? They're more like shifting shapes too fast and blurry to identify in this darkness. Yet, on closer inspection, there's something almost comical about them. Like mischievous ghosts from Ghostbusters. Eerie indeed. Just when you think it can't get weirder, it does. Watch those last two shapes. They collide and burst, not with blood but something hazy. Wisps of smoke, maybe. They fall within the compound walls. Yet the other shapes just keep running, disappearing into the night. If it were just the creatures, you might dismiss them as unfamiliar animals obscured by the dark. But that burst, the strange substance, there's no easy explanation for that. Perhaps analysis of whatever fell within the compound could solve this mystery. For now, well, the night feels a bit colder, a bit less safe, and a lot less familiar. The legend of Bigfoot refuses to fade. Every so often, new footage or photos emerge, reigniting the debate about this elusive creature. But there's never enough proof to definitively solve the mystery. Let's see if this next clip changes things.
Can you see it? I don't see anything.
Oh! Look at the size of that thing!
Dude, that's not a bear! That's not a bear! That's not a bear!
Two men are seeking peace and quiet in the woods near Ashigan Lake. But they hear a strange sound, a rhythmic knocking, like a colossal woodpecker from the nearby trees. Drawn by curiosity, they investigate, half expecting to find a bear. As they venture closer to the trees, something moves. A clear view is impossible. An uneasy feeling settles in. Then they capture this footage and quickly retreat. It's fleeting, but can you see it? That upright walk, that casual stride, ignoring the men completely, as if they weren't even there. It's undeniably creepy. Yet, like so many other sightings, this isn't enough to settle the Bigfoot question. It's a tantalizing glimpse, enough to pique our interest, but not enough to satisfy it. The mystery of Bigfoot endures, fueled by moments like this. One thing is certain, the wilderness holds secrets far stranger than we imagine. Truth, as they say, is stranger than fiction. Even the most imaginative science fiction writers couldn't dream up what you're seeing. What is it? Honestly, I'm not sure. Those who captured the footage claim it's a newborn shark. Putting my skeptical hat on, the best I can tell you is this. We're looking at some kind of mutant baby shark with an eerily human-like face. It's truly one of the strangest creatures I've ever seen, and believe me, our oceans are filled with oddities. Sure, it might even be a little cute now, but imagine it full-grown. A 30-foot shark with that same face. Suddenly, the cute factor vanishes, doesn't it? Let's hope this is just one of nature's bizarre quirks, and not something far more sinister. A lab experiment gone wrong. Or worse, a lab experiment gone horribly right. What if some twisted genius wanted to create a monster, and succeeded? That's a terrifying thought indeed. Let me warn you, our next clip is the stuff of nightmares. If you're here for truly unsettling footage, this is for you.
What is that? Turn the light on. Sounds like it's in the corner. What the fuck is that? Shit! Which way's the exit? Which way's the exit?
A group of teenagers seeking a thrill decide to explore an abandoned house under the cover of darkness. The air is thick with decay. Shattered glass and filthy rags litter the floor. It's thrilling. Until it isn't. From down the hallway, a strange sound echoes.
Shh. Turn the light off.
Fear creeps into their voices as they try to pinpoint the source. Recklessly, perhaps driven by terror, they turn off their flashlight. Growls erupt, rising in intensity and aggression. They flick the lights back on, revealing a creature lurking behind the walls. In an instant, they bolt. The creature's snarls grow louder, as if in pursuit.
Turn the light on. Sounds like it's in the corner. What the fuck is that? Shit!
Some of them escape, but the video ends abruptly. Did everyone make it out alive? If this isn't staged, it's one of the most terrifying pieces of footage I've seen. This obsession with exploring haunted places is beyond me. Is the thrill truly worth risking your life? Whatever that creature was, it was clearly dangerous. This wasn't some homeless person seeking shelter. This was something far more sinister. Heed my advice. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, turn around and run. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Moving from the realm of the seemingly supernatural, we encounter a marvel of the natural world. At first, it seems like twigs and leaves, until it moves, legs like spindly branches, a body that perfectly mimics dead foliage. This insect's camouflage is extraordinary. Nature, endlessly inventive, has sculpted a true wonder. But how did evolution create such a deceptive creature? The key likely lies in its mastery of disguise. Looking out of place among those stones, its survival depends on vanishing within its surroundings. Predators pass by, completely oblivious to the life disguised as debris. This strange creature reminds us that even the most bizarre and improbable forms have their place in the grand tapestry of life. What might seem impossible is, in fact, a testament to the astonishing power of adaptation. A few videos ago, we saw a creature that sent chills down our spines. But what if the most terrifying things are those we can't see? This footage appears to be from an abandoned hospital. We can hear ragged breathing. Whoever's holding the camera is clearly frightened. They seem to be searching, perhaps following a sound. The echoing rooms are empty, bathed in an eerie stillness. Then it happens. That curtain shifting on its own. The person dares to investigate and finds nothing. This seems to be the final straw. Now tell me, What's more terrifying? A monstrous creature you can see, or a presence you can't? I, for one, can't decide, no matter what skeptics might say. There's no easy explanation for that curtain. If you ask me, there are forces in this world that defy logic, whether they're harmless or something far more sinister. Well, that's the truly chilling question. They say some primates, like chimpanzees and capuchin monkeys, have entered their own Stone Age. But here's one gorilla, clearly determined to follow the evolutionary playbook to the letter. Check out this gorilla at the Philadelphia Zoo, strolling upright like a human. Look at that casual stride, as if this is the most natural thing in the world. This ambitious ape must have paid attention in science class. It clearly knows humans walked upright millions of years before figuring out those handy stone tools. So, unlike its tool-wielding cousins, this gorilla seems committed to mastering one evolutionary step at a time. Let's return to the realm of the unsettling. This next clip will send shivers down your spine. Someone in a high-rise building has spotted something deeply unnerving. Something in the ruins of an abandoned building across the way. What is that figure? It seems humanoid, but distorted, skeletal even, and the face. Is it blurred or simply lacking recognizable human features? Those fluid movements, as if it glides instead of walks. And notice how it seems aware of the camera. The person filming is in the opposite building, and on a much higher floor. Yet, the creature notices them and moves away out of sight. With each bizarre encounter like this, the question grows louder. If even one of these sightings is real, our world is far more terrifying than we realize. How can we go about our lives as if everything is normal? We return to the realm of the unexplained. This footage appears to be from inside a seemingly ordinary office space, but appearances can be deceiving. Watch that bag. It flies out the window as if hurled by an unseen force. A board falls from the wall. A chair shifts ominously. What's going on? Person filming has nerves of steel. Even the cabinet door is pulled open. Yet they stand their ground, continuing to record. It doesn't add up. If I were there, I'd be out the door the moment that bag took flight. This footage raises doubts. Yet if it's genuine, it's the stuff of nightmares. I can't imagine facing such inexplicable phenomena. The sheer terror might be enough to stop my heart. The animal kingdom is full of wonders, but sometimes those wonders take a decidedly strange turn. Witness this bizarre display, not human, but ants, engaged in a seemingly endless ritual. What's going on here? They circle a stone, relentlessly following one another. A few ants venture near the center, but the majority simply march in this strange loop. Animals act on instinct, food, survival, reproduction. So what drives this behavior? Similar phenomena have been observed with other insects, but the reason remains elusive. If any of you know the answer, please share your knowledge in the comments. We've encountered true mysteries, but surely this isn't one. There must be a logical explanation for this hypnotic ant spiral. From the depths of the ocean, we now turn our gaze skyward. Prepare for something truly strange in this clip. From Davison, Michigan.
There's another one coming out.
What on earth are those fiery streaks? My first thought. Transformers in disguise. though obviously a less flashy entrance than in the movies. Could these be alien visitors entering our atmosphere, or are we seeing meteors burning up? Perhaps this is something closer to home. Some advanced top-secret technology, or even a natural phenomenon we haven't quite figured out yet. Whatever the answer, it's certainly captivating. And check out that brilliant sky, sunset, or maybe sunrise. A breathtaking reminder that nature holds both extraordinary beauty and spine-tingling mystery. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. From the grand mysteries of nature, we turn to something undeniably adorable. An unlikely thief. You won't believe your eyes. Check out this little mouse attempting to make off with a metal cup nearly its own size. It's a bit clumsy. Stealth isn't exactly its strong suit. Each time it hops, that cup goes clang against the floor. Tell me this isn't the most precious thing you've seen all day. It brings to mind Jerry's mischievous antics. Let's hope no Tom is lurking to spoil the fun. This little Jerry definitely needs some practice in the art of escape. As we reach the end of our journey, let's stay true to the spirit of this channel and wrap up with some truly bizarre clips. Feast your eyes on this, a strange sea creature washed ashore lifeless. What on earth is it? I've never seen anything like this. Thank goodness it's dead. I wouldn't fancy meeting that thing alive. Just look at its massive size and its bizarre shape. It doesn't resemble any known fish, whale, or octopus. This brings to mind those classic tales of sea monsters. Perhaps something like what Jules Verne described in Journey to the Center of the Earth. Could those legends hold a grain of truth? We've barely explored 5% of our oceans. We can't dismiss the possibility of creatures unknown to science. After all, our planet is mostly water, with 95% still shrouded in mystery. There are undoubtedly countless wonders, and perhaps even terrors lurking in the depths of this strange little world we call home. Ever glanced at the sky and had that sinking feeling that doomsday might be upon us? Well, brace yourselves, because this video aims to give you a taste of just that. This unsettling footage comes all the way from Michigan and was captured by a family who were, let's just say, thoroughly freaked out. In the video they recorded, we can see multiple smoky trails streak across the sky, seemingly descending towards the ground. It's like something out of a movie. Fireballs raining down from the heavens. There are 5, maybe 6 of these trails, stretching from high above all the way down near the horizon. So what exactly caused this unsettling display? Online theories have been flying faster than those smoky trails. Some believe it could be debris from a destroyed aircraft. Others say parts of a rocket. And a few even went as far as suggesting alien activity. Now, let's get a little scientific here. While those theories are certainly out there, the most likely explanation is a meteor shower. Meteors, also known as shooting stars, heat up as they enter Earth's atmosphere, creating the glowing trails we see. Even though it's a natural phenomenon, there's no denying the eerie feeling this video evokes. This next video will have you locking your doors and checking the windows twice. A homeowner in his own neighborhood stumbled upon something straight out of a nightmare.
Dude, what the fuck is that? Dude, look through the night vision. Look on the screen. See what is that? Hello? Hey, who is that?
This footage shows a homeowner venturing out to investigate strange screams echoing outside his house. As he cautiously prowls the neighborhood, his camera captures a mysterious figure lurking in the distance. Despite the homeowner's attempts to communicate, the figure remains silent, ominously darting across the street. Suddenly, the air is pierced by a blood-curdling scream.
It's tripping me out, dude.
Sending shivers down the homeowner's spine, who wastes no time in hightailing it out of there with his camera in tow. What's truly unnerving is that the entity captured on camera bears no resemblance to anything we've ever seen before. Its spectral appearance suggests something otherworldly, perhaps a ghost or a spirit. After witnessing this spine-chilling encounter, it's safe to say that investigating strange noises in the dead of night is off the table for me. Ever wondered what it'd be like to see a real-life flying person? Not the kind in cheesy superhero movies, mind you, but something a whole lot more unsettling.
Lindsay, come here.
This unsettling footage, captured in Maryhill, has gone viral, leaving both locals and internet users bewildered. In the clip, you'll see this figure up high, looking just like a person. It's got a shape that seems to have a head, arms, and legs, all covered in what looks like a big billowing cloak. And it's zipping through the sky at a pretty fast pace, leaving everyone scratching their heads. Now, if I had to take a guess, it could be some sort of fancy drone made to look like a person, maybe to freak people out or pull a prank. Or it might just be one of those huge kites that look like a person, but are really just made of paper. Either way, whether it's a drone or a kite, seeing something like that flying around would give anyone the creeps. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. This next clip, captured in 2006 in British Columbia, recounts the unforgettable experience of two brothers during a camping trip.
Quick, stay back!
The footage, recorded by one of the brothers, initially captures a large dark figure in the distance, prompting them to assume it was a bear. However, upon closer examination, they quickly realized it wasn't a bear at all, prompting a hasty retreat. Upon returning to the same spot later on, they discovered massive footprints in the ground, resembling those of an exceptionally large creature. In the first video, the brothers describe seeing a dark figure behind the bushes, standing at an imposing 6 feet tall, hunched over, and seemingly fixated on them. However, upon their return, the figure was nowhere to be found. While some speculate it could have been a massive black bear, the footprints they discovered cast doubt on this theory. Could this encounter have been with Bigfoot or something even more ominous? The mystery remains. Nature never ceases to astound us, especially when it comes to the mysteries lurking beneath the waves. Like this bizarre creature you're about to witness. Now, before you start thinking we've stumbled upon an extraterrestrial visitor, let me assure you, this creature hails from the depths of our very own oceans. In the video, we see someone picking up a shell from the ground, only to reveal the surreal, alien-like appendages of this creature wriggling and moving about. It's enough to make you think you've stepped onto the set of an alien movie. But fear not, for this is none other than the humble horseshoe crab. Despite its intimidating appearance, the horseshoe crab is essentially an armored box on the move. Its body is divided into 3 distinct sections, encased within a hardened exoskeleton that provides protection and support. While its appearance may be otherworldly, rest assured, it's a bona fide denizen of our oceans. Still, there's no denying the eerie aura surrounding these creatures. As fascinating as they are, I think it's safe to say we'd prefer them to remain where they belong, in the depths of the ocean, far away from our shores. Imagine you're enjoying a peaceful afternoon in your backyard, soaking up the sunshine, when suddenly you spot something straight out of a horror movie, a half-eaten, zombie-like bug. That's exactly what this next video brings. This unsettling scene was captured by a homeowner in his backyard, where he stumbled upon a cicada that looked like it had seen better days. With its body torn open and its internal organs nowhere to be found, you'd think this cicada would be down for the count. But nope, it's still kicking, or rather walking, as if nothing's wrong. Now people on the internet are screaming zombie virus left and right. But let me tell you, the reality is even creepier. Turns out, this unfortunate cicada has fallen victim to the Massospora virus, a parasite that consumes it from the inside out, then manipulates its behavior to drive it to mate. Yep, you heard that right. This poor cicada is now unwittingly playing wingman, trying to attract mates despite its less than attractive appearance. But hey, I don't think anyone's lining up to swipe right on this cicada anytime soon. Good luck finding a mate, buddy. You're gonna need it. If zombie bugs weren't enough to creep you out, this zombie fish will definitely raise your eyebrows. This isn't your typical sushi nightmare. This fish in an aquarium, it's missing a good chunk of its body, but it's swimming around like nothing phases it. Like someone took a giant bite. We can see right into its flesh. Also, its mouth is still working, and it's navigating the tank with no problem. It's pretty bizarre to see an animal seemingly function normally while missing a significant portion of its body. Like 20% missing. No big deal. Apparently, this isn't an isolated incident. There have been reports of fish in Thailand surviving for months with half their bodies gone. Talk about resilience. It seems these fish have a remarkable ability to adapt to injuries. While this fish might look like it came back from the dead, it's all thanks to some impressive biological adaptations. Still, it's a pretty wild sight, wouldn't you say? If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Ever feel a prickle on the back of your neck? A sense you're not truly alone. Maybe it's just a draft, or perhaps something more. This spine-chilling video, captured by a security camera in a hallway, documents a truly bizarre encounter. Watch closely as a woman enters the hallway, seemingly absorbed in her phone. Suddenly, without warning, a pot inexplicably topples over at the far end of the corridor. The woman halts in her tracks, visibly startled. And then it happens. A swift, unseen force rushes past her, disturbing her hair as if carried by a gust of wind. The woman's reaction speaks volumes as she bolts from the scene in terror, leaving behind a lingering sense of unease. What was that unseen presence? The woman's apprehension suggests she felt its presence even before it made its presence known. Some may argue it was merely a draft, but how could a breeze find its way into a closed-off hallway with such force? It's a puzzling and unsettling incident, one that leaves us grappling with questions and searching for answers in the realm of the unexplained. Newborn puppies are usually the epitome of cuteness, with their tiny legs, big eyes, and adorable antics. But let me tell you, folks, this little pup was unlike anything I've ever seen before. Yep, you're seeing it right. That's a puppy, believe it or not. This footage comes straight from a veterinarian's office, where a puppy was born. But let me tell you, it wasn't your average cuddly connie. In the video, you'll notice this pup is a bit, well, weird. It's sporting a single eye smack dab in the middle of its face instead of the usual pair, and not one, but two tongues poking out of its mouth. And it's also missing a nose, looking like something straight from another planet. Turns out, this little guy was dealing with something called Cyclopia, a rare birth defect caused by abnormalities in brain development. While it's fascinating to see such a unique creature, let's not forget that these anomalies can pose serious challenges for these animals' quality of life. That's why I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that the vet has stepped in to lend a helping hand. Because honestly, looking at this pup, I'm not sure it could navigate even a week. When they advise you to always keep your car windows closed while traveling through forested areas, they're not kidding. Just take a look at this hair-raising footage. This chilling scene unfolded in Pakistan, where a car owner found himself in a truly terrifying predicament. In the video he managed to capture, we see his car with a large cobra ominously poised on the front seat windows, attempting to slither its way inside. Despite the owner's efforts to shut the window, it's still slightly ajar, providing just enough space for the deadly serpent to wriggle halfway in. It's a tense moment witnessing a venomous snake trying to invade your vehicle. Fortunately, the quick-witted owner spots the danger just in time and makes a hasty exit from the car. This video serves as a stark reminder of why it's crucial to keep your car windows tightly shut at all times when traversing forested areas and remote roads. You never know when you might find yourself sharing the road with a slithery companion. Did you know that scientists have only explored a mere 5% of our ocean's depths? The remaining 95% remains a mystery, a vast realm teeming with undiscovered creatures. This video offers a rare glimpse into that unknown world. This isn't a scene from a movie, but rather a real-life encounter captured by a fisherman. While out at sea, he stumbled upon a bizarre, otherworldly creature lurking on the ocean floor, with its slimy, black exterior and sluggish movements reminiscent of an alien. It's like nothing we've ever seen before. Its body undulates in a mesmerizing rhythm, resembling that of a slug, while its face, if you can call it that, is grotesque, devoid of any recognizable features like eyes, nose, or mouth. And as if plucked from the pages of a cosmic horror tale, it lacks any discernible fins, further adding to its enigmatic nature. What in the world is this creature? It's a question that baffles us all. If you have any insights or theories, please share them in the comments below. Together, perhaps we can unravel the mystery of this eerie denizen of the deep. In this eerie video shared on Reddit by an anonymous user, we are shown what seems like a scene ripped straight from a nightmare. The video shows a graveyard, shrouded in the darkness of the night, with tombstones scattered across the ground. Amidst the obscurity, a disconcerting sight captures our attention. A humanoid figure engaged in an unsettling and almost maniacal act. Initially mistaken for an animal, a closer look reveals the true nature of this entity. With long arms and disheveled hair over its head, the figure is caught in the act of digging a grave with its bare hands. The intensity and madness with which it carries out this grim task sends shivers down the spine of anyone watching. The limited light available adds to the chilling ambience, leaving much of the creature's features in shadow. We are left with a disturbing impression of a being immersed in a strange ritual, one that transcends the boundaries of our understanding. I'm fascinated by trail cameras. They unveil parts of the forest we'd never get to see otherwise, but sometimes they catch stuff that sends shivers down your spine. Like this video from a trail camera set up to monitor deer in the forest. One night, it caught something straight out of a horror flick. A creepy devil-like creature. This thing had a humanoid posture, but its head looked like something out of a devil myth. What makes it even weirder is that it seemed see-through. You could spot trees behind it as it strolled by the camera frame. However, I've got my doubts. There were human footprints leading into the darkness where this spirit devil came from, which is kind of suspicious. It makes me wonder if it's a mix of someone playing dress-up and a bit of video editing magic. Even if it turns out to be a hoax, you've got to admit, it's pretty convincing. Do you believe in sea monsters? If you don't, this video will surely make you reconsider. Recorded by a tourist at a beach, the footage reveals a strange sight in the sea. As the camera zooms in, a large and mysterious creature is seen swimming. The creature has a lengthy body that emerges from the water's surface, almost resembling a gigantic eel or a massive snake. It slithers into the water again, leaving viewers puzzled. While some may offer the explanation that it could be driftwood from a nearby island, the shape of the object and its unusual swimming motion make it seem unlikely. The tourist couldn't capture a clear clip, but the visible segments suggest that the creature is substantial, possibly exceeding a length of 2 meters. Despite the uncertainty, the video raises questions about the existence of enigmatic sea creatures. This video was captured by a hiker in the Canadian forest who felt someone was following him. Sensing someone was trailing him, the hiker decided to record his surroundings to gather evidence.
Someone following me, he's like a little kid, I don't know. I always see him and he's just standing there, and when I look away, he's not there no more.
To his surprise, as he spoke to the camera about the mysterious follower, the person appeared to vanish. Despite the disappearance, the hiker continued expressing his concerns while recording the forest, unable to spot the person anymore.
It should be creepy, but I'm honest, I always see him. It's like always in the corner of my eye somewhere. I just want to record it.
Unbeknownst to the hiker, his camera later captured a brief glimpse of someone standing in the distance. The hiker, apparently unaware of this figure, concluded his recording and left the area, bringing the video to an end. The eerie part of this encounter lies in the unsettling appearance and posture of the person captured in the distance. The figure, to me, bears a resemblance to the infamous character Tiki Toby, a serial killer from creepypasta stories. The mysterious nature of the encounter, coupled with the potential sighting of an eerie figure, creates an atmosphere that leaves us with lingering questions and an unsettling sense of unease. In a video shared by a lady on her Facebook profile, capturing a sweet moment with her boyfriend, things took an unexpected turn. The couple was posing for a photo, with the boyfriend lifting his girlfriend in his arms. A typical loving scene. However, the viewers noticed something strange in the background. If you take a closer look, there's an eerie figure peeking out from behind the door. This figure had glowing eyes and a somewhat spooky, mummy-like appearance, reminiscent of the ghost from the horror movie Mama. The unsettling part for me is that the couple was completely unaware of this creepy figure photobombing their moment. It gives off the impression that this mysterious entity is lurking around and possibly following them. In a light-hearted suggestion, perhaps it's time for the couple to consider putting their house up for sale, as it seems they may not be the only ones residing there anymore. A video circulating on the internet has sent shivers down the spines of many, leaving everyone unsettled. In this footage captured by a passerby, a graveyard is the backdrop. But something unusual catches the eye. A strange black creature on one of the graves. Initially resembling a black dog, upon closer inspection, it reveals itself to be something much stranger and eerie. This strange entity seems to be a creature, with part of its form inside the grave and the other part above the surface. It has a small head popping in and out of the grave, creating an unsettling sight. The passerby recorded this mysterious being while passing the graveyard. However, feeling spooked, the recording abruptly stops. Some viewers who have seen this video speculate that it might be the spirit of a deceased dog, although there's currently no concrete evidence supporting this claim. It leaves everyone wondering about the nature of this creepy grave-dwelling creature. What are your thoughts on this eerie sight? Throughout history, mirrors have been gateways to other realms, portals to the unknown, and this video shows you why.
Look at this fucking handprint. This thing is like twice as big as my hand and it's all spindly.
In this bone-chilling footage, a homeowner proudly shows off his newly installed mirror, but his excitement quickly turns to terror when his mother points out something unsettling.
Last night, my mom just had these mirrors cleaned. The cleaners were just in here. And she woke up and she's like, "Did you do this on my mirror?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
As he inspects the mirror, he's greeted by a startling discovery: 2 ominous handprints adorning its surface. Now you might be thinking, handprints. That's nothing out of the ordinary. But these handprints are anything but normal. They're colossal, dwarfing the homeowner's own hand by a significant margin. These are twice the size of an average human hand, seemingly imprinted onto the mirror overnight. The implications of this spine-chilling revelation are enough to make even the bravest souls tremble with fear. Is there an intruder lurking in the shadows, silently observing from the confines of the bedroom? Or could these ghostly handprints be a harbinger of something far more sinister? Whatever the truth may be, one thing's for certain: this unsettling encounter will linger in your thoughts long after the lights go out. The odds of being struck by a meteorite are astronomically low, but never zero, at least not for this unsuspecting woman. This photo you see here was taken in 1954, and it captures the aftermath of a truly bizarre event. The lady in the photo is Ann Hodges, and that mark on her stomach isn't a surgical scar. It's a cosmic souvenir. A softball-sized meteorite, hurtling through the atmosphere, pierced the roof of her Alabama home and struck her while she napped peacefully. Talk about an unwelcome house guest. While Anne undoubtedly holds the dubious distinction of being the only documented human ever hit by a meteorite, she was fortunate in her misfortune. The space rock merely grazed her side, leaving a bruise but thankfully not causing more serious injury. This incredible incident serves as a stark reminder that the dangers lurking above can be far stranger than fiction. Disaster can strike when you least expect it, as this harrowing footage captured by a traffic camera demonstrates. Can you believe it? That car took a nosedive straight into the ground. In the clip, we witness a dump truck innocently cruising along, but as it passes a certain spot, the road gives way, creating a massive sinkhole in its wake. While one car manages to swerve around the impending disaster, fate takes a cruel turn for the vehicle trailing behind. It plunges headfirst into the gaping chasm, leaving us all in shock. Thankfully, the driver of the first car saw it and stopped to offer assistance, but the video leaves us on edge, wondering about the aftermath. Now, you might be wondering, what caused this nightmare scenario? Well, sinkholes like this one often form due to the relentless erosion caused by acidic rainwater, gradually weakening the bedrock beneath the surface. When you add the hefty weight of a dump truck rolling over, it's a recipe for disaster waiting to happen. So, next time, take it slow, stay vigilant, and always double-check your surroundings. After all, you never know when luck might decide to take a detour. Struggling to decide between a cat or a dog? This video might just tip the scales in favor of our furry friends. In the video, we see a man enjoying a peaceful fishing trip with his loyal dog by his side. But then, nature calls and the man heads off to the restroom, leaving the dog patiently waiting with the fishing rod. Suddenly, the rod dips. A fish has taken the bait. The dog, ever the alert companion, tries to alert his owner, but with no luck. Unfazed, this clever canine takes matters into its own paws. Using its teeth, the dog carefully grabs the fishing rod and pulls in the fish all by itself. By the time the man returns, the dog proudly presents its impressive catch. The man, a mix of surprise and amusement, can't help but be impressed by his resourceful pup. Honestly, this video makes me want to pack my fishing rod and head to the nearest lake, with my furry friend by my side, of course. Imagine stepping outside one morning to find the sky painted a chilling shade of red, like something out of an apocalyptic nightmare. That's precisely what unfolded in this jaw-dropping video. Straight out of a Hollywood doomsday movie, this footage from China captures a scene that's as surreal as it is terrifying. Locals are in a frenzy as they witness the heavens draped in a unique, blood-red hue. It's as if the entire sky has been dipped in crimson paint, sending shockwaves of panic through the community. But what could possibly turn the sky such a ghastly shade? According to reports, it's a bizarre combination of atmospheric moisture and the crimson lights emitted by fishing boats. Yes, you heard that right, fishing boats, inadvertently casting an eerie glow that blankets the entire city in an otherworldly hue. Let's hope those unwitting fishermen adjust their lights before they unwittingly trigger another panic-inducing spectacle. Ever heard of a born hustler? The internet thrives on the strange and unexplained, and this video circulating on Reddit is a prime example. It's enough to make you double-check your locks before bed. Forget the shaky, over-dramatized footage you see in ghost movies. This video claims to be the real deal, captured by a home security camera in India. It shows a seemingly ordinary street with something really terrifying roaming in it. It is a tall, shadowy form, gliding eerily just above the ground. It moves with an unsettling grace, its form shifting and seeming to fade into the darkness before vanishing completely. The lack of detail due to the darkness only adds to the unsettling ambience. This video has gone viral, igniting a firestorm of debate. Some viewers are convinced it's undeniable proof of the paranormal, while others remain skeptical. Is this a genuine encounter with the unknown captured on camera, or something more down-to-earth cleverly manipulated? We won't tell you what to believe. Have you ever seen those ghost possession movies where the Pope rolls up his sleeves and performs an exorcism? Well, forget Hollywood. I found a video online that shows what appears to be a real-life exorcism, and let me tell you, it's seriously creepy. This video supposedly comes from Iran and features a homeowner performing an exorcism ritual in his own house. While they're filming the ceremony, they capture some truly bizarre phenomena. In the beginning, as the homeowner conducts the exorcism, something unseen yanks the girl's tightly secured ponytail straight up in the air, causing her to panic. Then, in the very next shot, we see the father, presumably performing the ritual on a picture frame. As he does, the frame inexplicably begins to shake and falls off the wall on its own. This pattern of objects moving and falling by themselves continues throughout the house, all caught on camera. Honestly, it's chilling to watch. The family's reactions throughout the whole ordeal seem genuine, adding to the unsettling realism of the video. Just check out their expressions. Pure terror. The question of whether aliens exist has raged online for years, and videos like this only fan the flames of the debate.
The heck is that? Oh my god!
This video, supposedly taken on July 4th, 2011, features a man who lives a whopping 6 miles from the nearest city. He hears strange sounds coming from the forest behind his house, and, well, let's just say curiosity, or maybe a little recklessness, gets the better of him. He ventures out armed with only a flashlight and camera to investigate the source of the noise. Not exactly the brightest idea, in my opinion. As he explores the woods, he spots a strange figure hunched over in the bushes, seemingly busy with something. He zooms in with his camera, and whatever this thing is, it seems to notice. It locks eyes with the cameraman, who understandably freaks out and bolts. So what was this creepy creature? Let's take a closer look at the footage when it was caught on camera. The figure has a thin build and an unmistakable hunched posture that screams alien to me. Spotting a potential alien is scary enough, but what really sends shivers down my spine is what it might have been doing out there in the woods, all alone and acting so strange. So the same guy who captured the last footage of the possible alien encounter in the woods is back with another video. And let me tell you, things just got a whole lot more terrifying.
My god, what the heck? Oh my god! What the?
Apparently, 5 months after his initial sighting, this man had another close call with the strange hunched creature. This time, however, it wasn't just lurking in the forest. It was right outside his front door. On December 7th, 2011, according to the video, he encountered the creature again. Before he could get a good look at it, the thing bolted towards him, forcing him to scramble back inside his house. The footage, shaky and unclear as it is, seems to show an aggressive movement. The creature lunges at the cameraman with surprising speed and ferocity. He barely dodges it. It's all undeniably creepy. But here's the real head-scratcher. Why does this guy keep going back for more? Seriously, dude, Call the police, call animal control, call literally anyone else. This thing is clearly dangerous. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. This next clip is pretty bizarre. It shows a person 6 feet under in a grave, trying to communicate with the outside world in a strange way. The video comes from a graveyard where someone recorded a very unusual thing happening at a grave. In the video, you can see a grave among many others in a graveyard, with flowers placed on top. The strange thing about this particular grave is the way one of the flowers is behaving. Instead of swaying gently in the breeze, the flower is inexplicably spinning in circles, almost like a tiny pinwheel. This erratic movement is certainly eye-catching. The flower makes complete rotations. Of course, a logical explanation could be that someone installed a hidden motor inside the flower, causing it to spin, but that doesn't explain why someone would do such a thing. The other, more unsettling possibility is that the person buried beneath the grave is trying to send a message from beyond the veil. This video has sparked a lot of debate online, with viewers divided on the cause of the spinning flower. What do you think? Is it a mechanical prank or something more paranormal? Ever dreamt of witnessing a real-life phoenix rising from the ashes? Well, this photo might just spark your imagination. This incredible picture taken near Mount Etna captures a truly awe-inspiring sight. A fiery bird soaring majestically across the sky. Online, it's been dubbed the Phoenix of Etna due to its uncanny resemblance to the mythical creature. Just look at the sheer size of this fiery bird. Compare it to the buildings below, dwarfed by its imposing presence. Now, before you get too excited, there's a scientific explanation. This isn't a real phoenix come to life, but rather a clever trick of nature. Mount Etna, known for its volcanic activity, has erupted, causing the trees on its slopes to burn. The smoke and flames have created a remarkable illusion, forming the silhouette of a majestic phoenix against the sky. Of course, this fiery spectacle wouldn't last forever. This illusion would vanish within minutes. But that doesn't diminish the incredible power and beauty captured in this photo. It's a fleeting glimpse of nature's raw power and the captivating potential for illusion it can create. My friends are obsessed with cave exploring, always begging me to join their spelunking adventures. But honestly, videos like this are exactly why I politely decline. Whoa, hold on a minute. This unsettling footage was captured by a group of cave explorers venturing deep into a network of tunnels in Poland. As they navigate the darkness with their flashlight and camera, something truly bizarre appears in the distance. The original video was shrouded in shadow, so it's been stabilized for clarity. But even with the adjustments, one thing's clear. There's a creature lurking in the depths of the tunnel. It darts across the screen, a dark humanoid figure seemingly running away from the explorer's light. Reacting to this chilling sight, the cameraman instinctively follows the creature with the camera, but it vanishes without a trace. No further sign, no sound. Just an empty tunnel where the figure once was. Talk about a heart-stopping experience down there. What do you think this thing could be? A figment of the explorer's imagination? A clever trick of the light? Or something more? Let us know your theories in the comments. A family was relaxing at home, watching some Netflix, when a flash of movement darted past the window caught their eye. Curious and a little spooked, they all headed outside to investigate while grabbing their phone to film. In the video they recorded, you can hear the mom explain what just happened as they slowly walk towards the bushes where they saw the movement.
So we were inside watching TV and something like went by the window and we're just coming out here to investigate it.
Yeah, we're sitting on the sofa in the living room watching TV, and then something went by the window. I didn't really see much, but I just saw it out of the corner of my eye.
That's when they spotted giant footprints in the snow. They followed the tracks, totally surprised to see a giant, hairy figure way off in the distance. At first, the creature seemed clueless about the family. But as they tried to sneak closer for a peek, it somehow noticed them. Panicked, the whole family turned and ran for their lives, screaming their heads off.
I think...
Oh my God!
The video ends with them scrambling back to their house, shaken by this close encounter with the unknown creature. Watching this video, I believe this creature they spotted might be the legendary Bigfoot, but without clearer evidence, it's hard to say for sure. However, one thing's for certain. It was a truly scary experience to see such a strange creature roaming near their home. This video, seemingly from Afghanistan, showcases a very strange discovery made by a local villager on a mountain. In the clip he recorded, the camera is focused on a small, furry creature with hands and feet that surprisingly resemble those of a human. This creature is covered in thick black fur and has a tiny body and walks in an odd way, like a mix between an ape and a human baby. Another strange detail, the creature seems to sit after taking a few steps. We can't see its face because of all that fur, and apparently it doesn't make a single peep according to the cameraman. So what is this mystery critter? The video has everyone online scratching their heads and guessing what it could be. Have you ever seen anything like it? I recently found a curious video on Reddit that's both unbelievable and oddly convincing. It comes from South Korea and shows a strange occurrence. The video starts with the camera pointed through a broken piece of glass, revealing an object in the sky. When the person filming removes the glass from in front of the camera's lens, the object disappears. They put the glass back, and the object reappears in the same spot. The video poster claims it's an unknown flying object, and considering the footage, it's easy to see why. But it's strange that the object is only visible through the broken glass. It could be a camera glitch or even light distortion. However, on the wilder side of possibilities, one might speculate that this object was an alien spacecraft, and they are using advanced technology to cloak themselves, and this individual accidentally discovered it with a simple broken piece of glass. This is, of course, highly unlikely, but it's the kind of speculation that makes the video so intriguing. Have you ever seen those slimy, strange creatures from movies? Well, this beach video shows something similar, but supposedly real. The video captures a bizarre encounter between a black, gooey creature and a crab. The creature, resembling a slug but with a less solid form, tries to grab onto the crab. The crab struggles to resist, but within seconds, the gooey monster engulfs it completely, seemingly consuming it whole. This creature is unlike anything we've ever seen on land. While regular slugs are slimy, this one appears entirely gooey and jelly-like. The way it wraps itself around the crab and vanishes it is truly bizarre and unsettling. While the video sparks wild theories of aliens from outer space, a more logical explanation could be that this creature comes from the unexplored depths of the ocean. But hey, isn't anything unknown technically alien to us? A tourist family visiting Wayun National Forest had an encounter they'll never forget. They believe they may have captured footage of the legendary Sasquatch on video, which they uploaded to YouTube. The video shows the family enjoying the view near a waterfall. As they film the scenery, something catches the camera in the distance, walking among the trees. Upon rewinding and slowing down the footage, a figure emerges that closely resembles descriptions of Sasquatch. The tall, humanoid figure has a furry body and a slightly hunched back, matching the classic image of the creature. The tourists who filmed the video say they were completely unaware of their encounter until they reviewed the footage back home. This adds an extra layer of spookiness, knowing the creature was seemingly close by without them realizing it. Have you ever seen something so strange it boggles your mind? This beach video features just such a creature. At first glance, it's impossible to tell what it is. Its body is covered in numerous openings, each independently moving with spiky, tongue-like protrusion. The creature's texture is also bizarre, hard, and rough like a rock. The more you look, the stranger it gets. Some viewers believe it's an alien, while others think it's a deep sea worm straight out of a nightmare. Regardless of its origin, its movement is undeniably unsettling and even disgusting. To me, it's hard not to wonder what would happen if you touched one of those bizarre openings. This heartwarming video shows how Florida deputies bravely rescued a 5-year-old girl with autism who had wandered into the woods. One Monday morning, the girl left her home in Florida and ended up in a wooded area. Her family quickly alerted authorities, and the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office sent a helicopter to help with the search. The helicopter used a special camera that can see heat, even in the dark, to find the girl in the dense woods. This technology helped them pinpoint her exact location.
Hey, I think I got her in the woods.
Allowing officers to reach her on foot and bring her to safety. Thankfully, the girl was unharmed and reunited with her family. This story highlights the amazing work of law enforcement and the importance of technology in keeping our communities safe. While thermal cameras are known for saving lives, they can sometimes capture strange things, like the footage from these Canadian woods. The video shows a normal thermal image of the dense woods, everything appearing cold. Suddenly, a heat signature appears on the camera. A clear humanoid figure standing in the distance. The strange part, the figure seems to be peeking from behind a tree, looking directly at the camera. It stands there for a while before slowly walking away. The figure's outline resembles a human, but its slow gait and blank stare towards the camera raise questions. What was this creature doing in the forest, lurking in the shadows? The video leaves us with an unsettling mystery. Ever dreamed of catching a glimpse into a fantastical world? This trail camera footage might spark your imagination and leave you questioning the line between reality and fairy tales. Deep within the forest, a trail camera captures a scene that seems straight out of a storybook. Tiny, otherworldly insects flit through the air, leaving behind a shimmering trail that resembles the sparkling dust often associated with fairies. The sight is truly captivating, transporting viewers to a realm of wonder and enchantment. While the logical explanation points towards these being fireflies, and the trails being an effect of the camera or its settings, the video undeniably evokes a sense of magic and mystery. It leaves us pondering the wonders of nature and the possibility that there might be more to the world than meets the eye. Perhaps this footage simply captures the beauty of nature in a way that sparks our imagination, reminding us of the childlike wonder we once held for the world around us. While this video may seem like something out of a horror movie, it claims to be a real-life encounter caught on camera. In the clip, the homeowner, who is behind the camera, explains that his neighbor heard strange noises coming from his house while he was away shopping. The video shows the homeowner approaching his house, filming the windows as he explains the situation. Suddenly, the lights inside the house start flickering on and off, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Then, through the window, a chilling sight. A shadowy figure appears briefly within the house before vanishing. Startled, the homeowner yells and runs towards a storage room inside the house. As he scans the room with his camera, he spots a strange movement behind a broken wall panel. Fear taking hold, the homeowner runs to the garage. There he hears banging noises coming from the attic, but finds nothing when he investigates. While the homeowner deserves credit for his bravery in facing this unsettling situation, if I was in the place of the homeowner, I would have just dialed 911. Imagine venturing into the woods for a quiet night walk and stumbling upon this. A man has captured a spine-tingling experience on camera during his nighttime exploration of a dense forest. As he walks deeper into the woods, he comes across an abandoned, ruined car. But the car itself isn't the only thing unsettling. A strange feeling of dread washes over him, prompting him to pan his camera around to find the source. To his utter shock, he sees a figure standing eerily in the distance. Behind the car, the figure appears vaguely human-shaped, but completely black. Overcome by fear, the man takes off running, and the video abruptly ends. This encounter must have been truly frightening. The sight of such a creature is unsettling, as our mind couldn't even make sense of these creatures and what they want. This video, captured on a Ring doorbell camera, will shake your heart to its core. It shows a kid named Taylor, clearly scared and in tears, ringing her neighbor's doorbell. Through the doorbell speaker, the homeowner, who isn't home at the moment, reassures Taylor that they're on their way and tells her to stay put near the front door. We hear Taylor explain, in a voice trembling with fear, that she's being chased by a bobcat.
I'm on my way home right now. I'll be out soon, okay? No, please come open the door. There's a bobcat. I want to come in. Please.
The kind neighbor patiently calms Taylor down, who also mentions her mom is not at home. Thankfully, the neighbor arrives shortly after. While the situation is scary, witnessing a young girl face such fear is truly heartbreaking. It's a reminder of the importance of looking out for one another, especially our younger neighbors. Thankfully, the quick thinking of the neighbor and the convenience of video doorbells helped ease this frightening situation. This video from a barn captures a surprising barnyard brawl. It starts with a mischievous fox chasing 3 chickens. The chickens are zipping around the frame, trying to outrun the fox, who's determined to catch them. Suddenly, a brave little dog jumps into the scene on another camera angle. The dog, acting as the chicken's protector, chases the fox away. The fox, surprised by the unexpected furry defender, leaps into the air and scurries back. The dog gives the fox a small chase, then returns to the chickens, who seem very grateful for their feathered friend's defender. This whole scene is like something out of a cartoon. Feathers flying, fox hopping, and a brave little dog saving the day. It definitely makes you want to consider getting a furry friend for yourself, doesn't it? This terrifying video from Sweden shows a family caught in a brutal hailstorm inside their property. Seeking shelter under a shed, they huddle together as massive hailstones, the size of tennis balls, pound relentlessly on the roof. The loud thumps and crashes create a scene of pure terror. The family, understandably scared, stays huddled together, unable to even consider running to safety because of the hailstone's size and potential danger. The video captures the raw fear and helplessness of the family as the hailstorm rages on. To emphasize their point, they even share a photo comparing the hailstones to a golf ball, showcasing the enormous size of the ice chunks. Thankfully, the family emerges unharmed. However, the hailstorm undoubtedly caused significant damage, likely destroying cars and causing property damage in the area. This video from a wildlife photographer captures a scene of ultimate relaxation. An owl perched on a tree, seemingly unfazed by the world around it. The owl exudes an air of tranquility, as if it has transcended all life's worries and stresses. While the owl appears completely at peace, a few curious hummingbirds decide to liven things up by poking its head. But even these playful jabs fail to ruffle the owl's feathers. It remains calm and composed, simply observing its surroundings with an unbothered gaze. Some viewers believe the owl's calmness stems from its limited daytime vision. However, this isn't entirely true. While owl vision is indeed weaker during the day, they can still clearly see objects close to them. Therefore, it's more likely that the owl simply chose to remain unfazed by the hummingbird's antics. Perhaps it was enjoying the peace and quiet of the moment and didn't want to waste energy on getting annoyed. I have a strong dislike for dolls, especially the old ones, and this video perfectly illustrates why. The footage is from an unknown person who seems to be inside a dimly lit house. There is also an eerie laughter echoing in the background. And there is a mysterious figure standing in the distance. The cameraman, feeling a bit uneasy, bravely decides to investigate the source of the laughter and cautiously approaches the figure. As he gets closer, it turns out that the mysterious figure was just a doll. However, the laughter persists, and upon closer inspection, two hands become visible behind the doll. Startled, the cameraman quickly checks behind the doll, only to find no one there. Ready to leave, he notices something even more chilling. The doll's pupils move on their own. Frightened, the cameraman makes a swift escape. This video is pretty chilling, and it is reinforcing my fear of dolls being potential hosts for spirits and ghosts. If you are a hiker, one of the worst things you can experience is encountering a bear in your path, right? Well, there's something far worse than that, as shown in this spine-chilling video. Creepy, right? This footage comes from a hiker exploring the dense, mysterious Canadian woods. As he documents his adventure, he spots a dark figure lurking behind a tree in the distance. At first, it appears to be a bear, but as the hiker zooms in, it becomes clear that this is something far more unusual. The figure has a distinctly humanoid shape, with its head and shoulders emerging from behind the tree. What's even more astonishing is its height. Comparing it to the tree, it's easily 7 to 8 feet tall. This creature perfectly matches the legendary description of Bigfoot. But the real question is, why is it stalking the hiker? Could this be a rare encounter with the elusive Sasquatch? Or is there something more sinister at play in these shadowy woods? Spending time outdoors with friends can be carefree and relaxing. But what happens when a carefree day takes a chilling turn?
I don't know what that was. Just keep playing. Alright, there's something out there. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is that?
This eerie video was recorded by a group of friends playing hooky in their neighborhood. Everything was calm, and the game was going great when suddenly, a loud scream echoed from the forest. This scream was deep and growly. Almost human, but with a menacing edge, like someone on some pretty harsh drugs. Startled, the boys paused but decided to keep playing. assuming it was just an animal. Moments later, they heard rustling in the forest. When they panned the camera towards the woods, they spotted a tall, humanoid figure strolling through the trees. This figure was covered in thick black fur and walked with an eerily human-like posture. Seeing this, the group was scared and bewildered. Do you believe in paranormal possessions? Personally, I'm a bit skeptical about those, but videos like this still circulate on the internet and make you wonder. That girl was bugging out. This video comes from South America and shows a lady acting really strange. In the video, recorded at a cemetery, we see a group of men helping a lady down from a tree. The weird thing is that she seems frozen in time. Her body is completely stiff, and as they bring her down, she suddenly realizes she's frozen. As soon as she becomes aware, she jumps up into the air, and her body stiffens again. This happens multiple times until the men with her tie her with a strap, and then the video ends. What was this lady on? To me, it looks more like some seriously strong drugs. There are these crazy things out there that can mess with your mind and body, turning you into a real-life zombie. Who knows for sure? One thing's for certain, that video is seriously unsettling. Nature throws some real curveballs our way sometimes. Just when you think you've seen it all, something like this pops up that defies explanation. This isn't some special effect from a science fiction movie. It's a real animal, recently discovered by fishermen. Take a close look at this bizarre critter. It's got the body of a slug, but with what appears to be a coat of spiky hairs. This strange texture might even be how it gets around, like a fuzzy little slug centipede. It's hard to tell from the video, but there doesn't seem to be a visible face or mouth. Maybe it's tucked away underneath, like some sea creatures with hidden undersides. And to top it all off, there's a plump tail at the back. The craziest part. After scouring the internet, I couldn't find anything that even remotely resembles this little oddball. If anyone out there has a clue what this mystery mollusk might be, share your knowledge in the comments below. Let's crack the code of this curious creature together. We've all done things we probably shouldn't have, right? But this next video takes stupid decisions to a whole new level.
You smell those flowers?
It smells like an old person's house.
It's freaking crazy. I don't even know. Dude, did you see that? What the fuck? Dude, did you see it?
I saw that. I saw that.
What was that?
Oh my god. Dude, that tissue tripped me up.
Dude,
oh my god. No, man. Let's get out of here. I'm tired of it. What the f, man?
David,
oh my god.
Nothing. Turn around. Other way. Let's
right.
get the f out of here.
Holy shit. Whoa, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Get the f out of here. Go! Oh my god!
In this video, a group of friends break into a haunted funeral home. And boy, do they regret it. As the video begins, the guys explain that they're entering the funeral home due to reports of paranormal activity. As they arrive, they hop out of their car and forcibly enter the building. Inside, it's dim and quiet. They cautiously explore the rooms, but as they enter one particularly eerie hall, the atmosphere becomes even more unsettling. The temperature drops. And suddenly, a tissue on a lamp table flies into the air. Startled and scared, they're on edge. Then, a chair topples over on its own, sending them into further panic. Their fear reaches its peak when they spot a mysterious figure. Terrified, they flee to the basement, only to encounter another figure peeking out from behind caskets. With that, they bolt, screaming for their lives. Who in their right mind would explore an abandoned, haunted funeral home at night like this? It's beyond comprehension. This next clip shows a grizzly bear playing catch with a cyclist. And trust me, it was a pretty scary bluff by the mighty bear.
No, no, no! Holy shit.
This video captures a heart-pounding encounter between a cyclist and a grizzly bear. The cyclist is cruising down a scenic country road, enjoying the peacefulness, when they spot a bear casually munching on something by the roadside. In a moment of misjudgment, the cyclist gets a little too close for comfort. The grizzly, startled by the sudden intrusion, explodes into a charge. Terrified, the cyclist begins to scream, but the bear is just bluffing and stops the charge midway. The cyclist realizes that it was just a bluff charge. And luckily, the bear wasn't in the mood for a full-on confrontation. It halts the charge halfway through because in such a desolate area, if the bear had decided to attack, it would have been game over for the cyclist. We've all seen ghost videos from cemeteries, abandoned buildings, but have you ever seen a ghost from the woodlands?
Where's it gone? There was something there.
The clip follows a man venturing into his wooded area after dark, with nothing but a flashlight to pierce the darkness. As he navigates the dense foliage, a weird sight catches his eye. A tall, humanoid figure shrouded entirely in white. The figure crosses the man's path with an unsettling purposefulness before disappearing back into the shadows. The video has gone viral, sparking online debates about the nature of the encounter. While some viewers are convinced it's a ghostly apparition, others offer more down-to-earth explanations. The figure's behavior could be attributed to someone wandering the woods at night, potentially even under the influence of drugs or disoriented. However, the lack of detail and the grainy footage make it impossible to definitively identify the figure. This ambiguity fuels the mystery, leaving viewers to draw their own conclusions. If you're in law enforcement, you might feel pretty secure with your skills and equipment to handle criminals. But what about bees? This video from Los Angeles depicts a brutal bee attack on a police officer. Initially unaware of the swarm, the officer is suddenly engulfed by a furious onslaught of bees. Even as the police car behind him tries to warn him via loudspeaker, it's already too late. The officer, stung multiple times on the head, desperately tries to seek refuge in the police car. But the driver rightly fears getting caught in the attack. Left to fend for himself, the officer runs from the relentless bees, ultimately falling face first to the ground multiple times in his desperate bid to escape. It's a heart-wrenching and truly frightening sight to witness this veteran officer endure such agony. After what must have felt like an eternity, rescue finally arrives to assist the beleaguered officer. This harrowing encounter serves as a stark reminder of the ferocity of bee attacks. When faced with such a threat, the only refuge is to seek shelter in enclosed spaces. They say Baphomet, also known as Satan, is just a myth, a figment of our darkest imaginations. But what if? A man was driving home after a long day at work, passing by a desolate forest road he knew well. One fateful day, as he navigated the lonely route, his dash camera captured something utterly bizarre. In the footage, a weird creature crosses the road, initially appearing quite humanoid. As the car inches closer, the camera captures the creature sitting down, revealing its distinct facial features. Resembling none other than Baphomet, with 2 long horns and a humanoid body, it's an uncanny resemblance to the iconic figure of Satan himself. Those who witnessed the video couldn't help but agree. However, the footage was somewhat blurry, leaving room for interpretation. Nevertheless, the figure bore an undeniable likeness to the infernal deity. But why would Satan be strolling along a forest road on foot? Perhaps he simply needed a ride. After all, even the Lord of Darkness might occasionally find himself in need of assistance. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. This next chilling video from 2020 shows a homeowner gripped by terror as he spots something lurking outside his window.
What the f is that? What the f is that? Keep poking his head out back and forth though. What the f?
Recorded by the homeowner when he heard eerie scratching noises emanating from outside his bedroom window. This footage captures a truly spine-tingling moment. Peering through the glass, the homeowner explains his shock at witnessing a mysterious creature pacing back and forth among the trees. As he narrates, the creature suddenly reappears, its eyes glowing fiercely in the darkness, accompanied by unsettling growls that send shivers down the spine. Staring directly at the window with a haunting intensity, the creature's eyes reveal an emptiness that chills to the bone. Adding to the horror is the realization that the eyes are positioned at a considerable height, suggesting a massive presence looming in the shadows. While the homeowner identifies the creature as a rake, the video only captures its glowing eyes, leaving the true identity shrouded in uncertainty. We've all heard the stereotype. Animals are mindless beasts, incapable of taking instruction. But a video straight out of the Philippines is here to shatter that myth into a million horsey hoofprints. Forget valet parking for your car. This video showcases a horse flawlessly following its owner's instructions for the perfect parking job. In the footage, we witness a horse tethered to a cart loaded with various items. Meanwhile, the cart owner stands by the truck, ready to load the cargo. As the horse approaches the truck, it initially veers off course in its attempt to park the cart near the loading point. However, the owner calmly instructs the horse, calling out to it to correct its position. Surprisingly, the horse attentively listens and makes another attempt, this time flawlessly positioning the cart right in front of the loading point of the truck. This is a masterclass in understanding between humans and animals. You can practically feel the owner's pride in their incredibly helpful companion. After seeing this video, let's just say my urge to own a horse as awesome as this one is reaching epic proportions. In 2014, a YouTuber named Magnus embarked on an exploration of an abandoned house in Norway, uncovering something truly unsettling in the attic. In the video, we witness the explorer navigating the dark corridors of the abandoned house, armed only with a flashlight and his camera. As he ventures deeper, his lens captures the eerie presence of an attic. With cautious steps, he ascends the creaky attic stairs, the darkness enveloping him as he climbs higher. Upon reaching the attic, he swiftly pans the camera around, revealing a glimpse of something that sends a chill down his spine. With a scream of terror, he flees, and the video abruptly ends. Upon closer inspection of the footage, we catch sight of a humanoid face with long hair and a beard, its features twisted into an expression of malevolence. Despite its humanoid appearance, there's an unmistakable air of evil and ghostly aura emanating from the face, particularly in its soulless, piercing gaze directed straight at the camera. It's a chilling reminder of the dangers lurking in forgotten places. Perhaps disturbing whatever slept in that attic was indeed a grave mistake on the explorer's part. If you're out for a nighttime stroll and hear what sounds like a distressed dog barking from the woods, don't let curiosity get the better of you. I repeat, don't investigate. Once again, what you just heard wasn't a dog. This unsettling video hails from North Carolina, where a brave, or perhaps we should say foolish, individual ventured into the woods to trace a bizarre sound resembling a distressed canine. Following the eerie noise, he soon sensed something amiss, a feeling akin to being watched by unseen eyes. Suddenly, the unsettling sounds took on a more sinister and chilling tone, sending shivers down his spine. Overwhelmed by a sense of dread, the man wisely chose to flee the scene. The unnerving nature of the sound, coupled with the eerie atmosphere, proved too much to bear. As speculation mounts among viewers, some suggest the possibility of a skinwalker, a malevolent entity from folklore known to assume the guise of animals to lure unsuspecting prey. It's theorized that this particular skinwalker, masquerading as a dog, made a slight misstep in mimicking its voice. Looks like someone needs more practice at shape-shifting, Mr. Skinwalker. Spotting something your mind can't make sense of is undeniably eerie, but being stalked by an unknown entity takes fear to a whole new level.
It's staring at me. It followed me home from the gifting rock. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I don't know what to do.
Terrifying, isn't it? A homeowner returning from a convenience store sensed an ominous presence, as if someone or something was watching him. Trusting his instincts, he aimed his flashlight towards the nearby woods and began recording. To his horror, he discovered 2 eyes glaring back at him from the darkness. These eyes, positioned at an unnervingly high level, bore into the camera with an intensity that sent chills down his spine. Confounded by the identity of this mysterious stalker, the homeowner shared the video online, sparking a flurry of speculation among viewers. Some suggested it might be a nightcrawler, others proposed it could be a Bigfoot. But what truly terrifying was the possibility that it could be a rake. What are your thoughts on this chilling encounter? Hunters were out on their usual hunting trip in the African forest when they stumbled upon a truly bizarre creature that defies description. This isn't a scene from a fantasy movie. It's real footage captured by our African hunters. The creature before us was found by the hunters, and it is utterly strange and unsettling. It got a human-like face atop the body of a small koala, covered in hair. It's a sight that just doesn't seem right. In the video, the hybrid creature appears to be resting, perhaps even lifeless at first glance. But upon closer inspection, you can see subtle movements suggesting it's just asleep. Personally, anything with even a hint of human features sends shivers down my spine. Attention all Bigfoot enthusiasts. Prepare to bolster your evidence and convince the skeptics that this legendary creature is indeed real. At first glance, it resembles a gorilla or an ape, but given that this was recorded in the Acadian forest of Canada, I'm sure that's not the case. This creature stands tall and possesses a humanoid posture, moving through the bushes in a distinctly human-like manner. The video was taken from a hidden spot, unbeknownst to the creature. However, a sudden noise from the hiker alerted the humanoid figure. Causing it to become agitated. In a chilling display, the creature began growling in a deeply unsettling voice, prompting the hiker to flee in fear. This creature perfectly fits the description of what many refer to as Bigfoot, adding yet another intriguing piece to the puzzle of its existence. Do you think this video? Now we've got a clip straight from a remote African village, and let me tell you, it's downright unsettling. What you just witnessed isn't some extraterrestrial being dropped off by an alien ship. It's a Koshin mutant. This mutated pig's appearance is quite eerie. With a dog-like lower body and a humanoid head, the mutation has twisted its facial features, giving it a human-like nose, tongue, and eyes. It's especially unnerving to see its mouth hanging open with the tongue sticking out. At first glance, we might have all mistaken it for an alien, but it's actually a baby pig, unfortunately born with disabilities and mutations. Creatures like this mutant often have short lives, as their abnormalities make it difficult for them to survive. Even though this creature seems straight out of a nightmare, I hope it found ease of life after this video was taken, and that local authorities provided the care it needed. This video serves as a reminder of why it's crucial to always close your car doors, especially when you live near wooded areas. An unexpected guest hopped inside the car of a man, and he was too afraid to go open it directly, so he came up with a plan to open the door with a string. The strategy proves successful. With the door swinging open, the frantic bear makes a swift escape back into the woods. While the homeowner's decision to release the animal appears noble, the aftermath isn't quite as rosy. Driven by panic and the instinct to search for food, the trapped bear wreaked havoc on the car interior. This close encounter serves as a stark reminder. Leaving your car unlocked in areas frequented by wildlife can have unexpected consequences. The homeowner will likely think twice about leaving their car unsecured in the future. Imagine taking a stroll in your neighborhood after a rainy day, and suddenly you stumble upon this thing. Like me, your first thought might be to get rid of it as quick as possible, maybe by burning it or squishing it under your shoe. However, a closer look reveals a fascinating phenomenon in nature. This circular cluster is actually a group of black caterpillars engaged in a unique behavior called a rolling swarm. Each caterpillar moves at a slightly different pace. Those on top continuously climb over their neighbors, creating a conveyor belt effect. This means the ones in the second layer go twice as fast, but then, once they make it to the front, they have to slow down again as they make their way back to the bottom. With all this going on, it creates this ring-like shape. Even though it's somewhat natural, it still gives me the chills. Get ready for a journey back to World War right from the heart of a German army camp. In the footage you just witnessed, we see a German army camp where troops stumbled upon a truly bizarre and unsettling creature during a routine patrol. This creature gave off vibes of a humanoid mixed with a wolf, resembling something out of a werewolf tale. Towering in height, it boasted sharp, ferocious-looking teeth The German soldiers were understandably puzzled and intrigued by their discovery, as captured in the video where they attempted to document the creature. Now, some skeptics might suggest that the footage was digitally manipulated, and we can't rule that out, but it still looks intriguing. If indeed genuine, this footage forces us to confront the possibility that creatures akin to werewolves may have roamed among us. Curious about what my sleep paralysis demon goat looks like. This weird goat clip surfaced on Facebook, shared by a page called Anadunline, sparking a wave of unease and fascination within the community. But fear not, this goat isn't some devil spawn or extraterrestrial being. It's actually a mutant goat from India. Surprisingly, this goat has garnered local celebrity status and is even worshipped in India due to its oddly human-like face. It's believed to have been born with a rare mutation called Cyclopia, resulting in facial deformities. So why the worship? Well, in Hindu religion, goats hold significant importance and are considered holy. Hence, this goat with its human-like face is regarded as even more special. Despite its fame, this poor goat may struggle with everyday tasks like eating and breathing due to its mutation. Let's hope its life becomes easier as it grows older. Every creature on this planet is unique, but perhaps none more so than the bizarre black goat born in Sultanpur, India. Its resemblance to ancient Greek mythology is uncanny. In this brief clip, you witnessed a goat born with a condition known as Cyclopia, resulting in facial deformities. Instead of two distinct eyes, this goat's eyes are fused together, creating one large eye in the middle of its face. This striking feature gives the goat the appearance of a mythical creature from ancient tales. The farmers on whose farm this goat was born were left stunned and weirded by its unusual appearance. Even the owner, with a decade of experience as a goat farmer, admitted to never encountering anything like it before. While it's a natural occurrence, the sheer oddity of this baby goat has sparked various reactions, with some viewers even likening it to an alien creature. Adding to the intrigue, the goat's mother and older siblings are completely normal. Despite its unusual appearance, the owner assures that the goat is living a healthy and normal life, defying any concerns about its well-being. For more captivating content like this, click here. Thank you for tuning in.